I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with episode 110. Can't believe it's been 110 episodes already of our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Let's play, guys. If you missed last episode, we recruited several Pokemon to our Pokedex. We got a Staryu that we evolved into a Starmie. We got 2 Horsies, a Pinsir, and 3 Tyrogues. I think that's all we did. Though, on our hunt for a Horsey and Staryu, I do remember forgetting to bring an Escape Orb, and we got lucky and found one after a while. That was a bit of a stressful event, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Today, I'm thinking Arby's. No, I'm kidding. I'm thinking we are going to do... I did that for a particular reason. We're going to go for Mew, I think, today. We're going to do another Mew attempt. We'll see what happens. Last time we did a Mew attempt, we went all 99 floors. We found 1 Mew. Unfortunately, no recruitment of said Mew. So let's do some quick item management here. And get ready to go. We'll keep the Escape Orb in there, even though we don't even need it, though. The thing is, here's the thing. I'm going to keep it with me just in case crap hits the fan, but here's the deal. We're going to go all 99 floors, right? Unless we find Mew. If we find Mew, I believe, if Bubblepedia is correct, it automatically teleports us out. But, just in case, we will bring an Escape Orb. Just in case we get into a monster room, our defense gets, lowered a ton, and we're taking, 100 damage each hit. Maybe we need to leave at that point. So, we are going to take what we got there. We need some more apples, probably. Got a few apples here. Should be good enough, right? We got a couple Reviver Seeds. We got the Friend Bow. We already have the X-Ray Specs equipped. So I think we're good to go, guys. So let's go ahead and save. Do we need... I can't remember if we need Surf to get there or not. It's been a minute. I think we probably do, though. We'll try to go without it, but I'm pretty sure we need it. So Buried Relic. We don't need it, okay. So here we are. I'm not recruiting any other Pokemon, guys, unless we see a Porygon 2. In which case, I might recruit it and just Escape Orb out if we find it early enough. And then we'll come back and go for the Mew. That's the only thing I'm willing to recruit. I don't want anything dragging us down. I don't want any Pokemon falling in pit traps. I don't want any Pokemon not being able to go across water. I'm going to try to get through this as fast as possible because this is a very stressful endeavor. It includes a lot of walking. It takes a long time to get through this dungeon and look for the Mews as well. So like it's a bit of a process here. We're not really looking for items really either. I always go towards items on the map if I have nowhere else to kind of go, for obvious reasons, because it gives me direction on where to go. But if we see some Escape Orbs, I'll be a happy man. I love seeing some Escape Orbs. You guys know that. If we see any Reviver Seeds, of course, we'll pick those up. The usual stuff. I don't really need Max Elixirs or anything. We have no use for moves really here. Like we could just auto attack these guys down. Since we are level 100, we're so powerful. Our IQ is maxed out. We're a big, powerful Pokemon. Alright, so we're 9 floors in already. Again, for those who are unfamiliar with this dungeon and how it works with Mew, I forgot to grab the music box. That might be an issue. I think we can grab the parts in here though, without the music box. 'Cause it is in my storage box, but I thought it got destroyed if you put it in there. So we'll see what happens. But if you guys aren't familiar with the Mew encounter in the Buried Relic, basically we have to go through 35 floors first, right? On floors 15, 25, and 35 is where you would battle the Reggies if they were in the dungeon. We've already recruited them, so they're no longer here. But since we don't have the music box, their particular items should be there because you need all 3 Reggie parts to make the music box. And with the music box, you can see potentially Mew kind of in the dungeon as you're going through it from floors 36 to 98. And on top of all of that, This part's always hard to explain to me anyways. But when you first go into a floor, right? And I'll show you what I mean when we get to the next floor. Basically the Pokemon that are there initially on that floor have a chance to be Mew, but any Pokemon spawning after that on the floor does not have a chance to be Mew. So okay, so for example, you guys see those 5 red dots on our mini map here? Those are enemies. The ones on the top left and the one that's kind of like to the lower right of us. Those Pokemon, if this was 436 to 98, would have a chance of being Mew. But let's say another Pokemon spawns in here. Let's see, we'll knock this Pokemon out. It should give us another one here in a second. But anyways, any additional spawn Pokemon cannot be Mew, basically. Like I think that's a pretty good way to explain that. On top of that, Mew can transform into a Pokemon. It won't say what it transformed into, it will just say Mew has transformed. So then you have to look for it. So that's a possibility as well. But at least it tells you, okay, we can't collect the parts. But it does tell you that it did transform. So we'll know that it's on the floor. And I haven't had this encountered yet. But from what I read, Mew does have a chance of being in a monster room. So, if Mew is not one of the initial Pokemon that are on the floor, and you encounter a monster room or a monster house, whatever you want to call it, it does have a chance of being a Mew. Now, I haven't had this happen to me yet, so I'm kind of skeptical. The only time that has happened to me is when I first entered a floor, Mew was there during a monster house. So like we spawned to the next floor and it prompted a monster house immediately, and Mew was there. Now I don't know if Mew was already original spawn Pokemon or if it was a part of the monster house. I don't actually know. So that I'm not too sure on myself, but I've read that that can happen. So I'm assuming it does happen that way, although I'm not sure. So, and then the other thing, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, he does, if we get Mew, we will teleport out of the dungeon immediately. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Mew's a tough one to recruit, probably the toughest one we've had to recruit so far. There will be some harder Pokemon to recruit. I think Kecleon will be a kind of a difficult one to recruit, but I don't think it's going to be as hard as Mew because I think they keep spawning on the floor that we activate the whole Kecleon deal. And if you're not familiar with that, if I'm recalling this correctly, you just have to basically steal an item from it, from its shop, from the Kecleon shop. Just go in there. It'll say, oh hey, that costs 200 Pokédollars. Is that okay? Will you pay for it? And just say no. He gets angry and I think it spawns a bunch of Kecleon stuff the entire floor, over and over again. You see how it said Ditto use transform there? That's what it'll say from you as well when we get there. But yeah, that's how Kecleon works. And I think it's like a negative 0.1% to recruit, or 0.1% chance to recruit on base. So then you have to factor in your level and your friend bow, and it's about a 25% chance to recruit it, something like that. Actually, it might be close to 35% even. Maths. It might be negative 10%. I can't remember what Kecleon is off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. It's either negative. I think it's like either like 0.1%, negative like 1%, or like negative 10%, something along those lines. In other words, it's really hard to recruit. But with the friend bow and the level, depending on which negative it is or whatever, we'll have like anywhere between a 25 to 35% chance of it. So I guess it won't be that bad. But I think they're all level 100, the Kecleons, when they spawn. So they do a lot of damage. They're kind of harder to kill. Could be a bit of an issue for us in the future. We're gonna pop an apple now. Why not? All right. So we have the ice part. We got the rock part. Now we just need the steel part. And again, we'll be seeing that once we get further along into the dungeon. Floor 35 specifically. Shedinja's kind of annoying because you have to knock it out with the move. Because that Wonder Guard ability. We are approaching the Mew hours here pretty soon. I would love it if we got Mew today. It would be so good. Would be so happy. So yeah, Kecleon's gonna be a tough one to get. Another one that's gonna be tough to get is Celebi, because of how hard the dungeon is. It's a 99 floor dungeon. I believe you start at level 1. You can only bring one Pokemon with you, and I don't know if you can even bring items. Like I literally think you can only bring one level 1 Pokemon, It's not IVs. Its IQ is reset. Everything about it is level 1. So it really, like, you have to get lucky, like really lucky with items and stuff. So that's gonna be a pain in the butt to do for sure. That might be one that I have to break down and use the emulator advantage on. We'll see how things go. I'm obviously gonna try to do it without it, but we might have to if it takes too many attempts, because I don't want this series to be 200 episodes long, where 100 episodes is just hunting Celebi. So we'll do our best though. And what else is there? Jirachi's a tough one too. We've already dealt. That's another one of those dungeons where you start off at level 1, your IQ's level 1. You can bring items, and I think you can bring as many Pokemon as you want. However, well, the 4 Pokemon. It might even be 3 Pokemon, but you can bring multiple Pokemon. And on top of that, I believe you can't bring any money. So like any money is reset to 0. But you can bring items to sell for money, so like gold ribbons and stuff like that, TMs. Because there are some items that you want there, things like leaf stones, I think upgrade you buy there. I'm trying to think, there might be like 1 or 2 more evolutionary items that you need for the pokedex. For some reason I thought it was going to prompt me to pick, like, switch it in my inventory. Ground. I keep pushing the wrong button. Switch. Yeah, Totter Seed can go. Yeah, so now it's going to combine into the music part. Alright, so now we can see Mew, and at this point forward, Mew can spawn until floor 98. So we got 3 Pokemon here spawn. We're going to see what they are. They could be Mew. Chances are they're not. I don't know what the rate is for Mew to actually spawn on a floor, but it's obviously pretty low because we did 2 runs in a row where we didn't get a single Mew encounter. And I'm pretty sure with the exception of 1 run, we've only had 1 Mew per run, and I don't remember if that run was the Monster House one. So that tells me is potentially you may only get 1 Mew per run, period. I don't actually know. I'm still trying to figure this all out as we go along. So, alright, Pounce Orb, Quick Seed. We got another Sandshrew here. And I think the last Mew we got was sleeping, wasn't it? So I think it can be asleep. I don't remember. It might have been an asleeping Mew. But yeah, so like before the last one we did, where we got that 1 Mew encounter. Before that, we had 2 encounters in a row where we did all 99 floors, and we didn't get to do. That's when I decided to take a break for a little while and kind of break it apart and like do some Mew encounters here and there, because it's just it's frustrating, man. You put so much energy into this, and like usually the episodes are a little bit longer than normal too because of that. So it's like just stressful all around. Because you spend so much time trying to find a Mew. Can't even get a Mew encounter. It'd be one thing if you would get a guaranteed encounter like most other dungeons, right? Like even the Rayquaza was sucked, but at least we got an encounter every time. This you may not even get one at all. So this 99 floors could be for nothing because we don't need experience. We don't need any items really. Besides the skateboards, which we haven't found any this run, but I digress. All I really want out of here is Mew and potentially Porygon 2, but we've already passed the point of Porygon 2, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. Porygon 2 is in the lower set of floors. Alright, it's a Sandshrew. Go down here, see what this Pokemon is real fast. It's a Kadabra. A Kadabra. 2 Pokemon, one's an Elekid. It's an Elekid, alright. I'm not interested, Elekid. I don't want to buy your products. Is that a Max Elixir? Why not? Sandshrew, Kadabra, and probably another Kadabra. It is another Kadabra. Kadabras are commonly asleep, so if you see a Pokemon asleep, like on a floor, like Kadabra could spawn, chances are it's probably a Kadabra. So 1 Pokemon is an Elekid, for sure. Not sure which one of these 2 it was. Could be that one, could be the one on the bottom right. So the one on the bottom right, the one that's moving is the Pokemon that was the original spawn. The other one got spawned in. And it's an Elekid, so we don't need it. I guess I could have known because it dropped an item when we knocked out the other one, so I could have moved on, but... Over there. Looks like the bottom right is where the stairs are at. Yep. Alright, so we got 3 Pokemon here. One is an Elekid, Sandshrew. The other one's a 6, so it's probably a Kadabra. Oh, it's a Sandshrew. We don't have any keys on us, so we can't grab that item. It would just be a link cable for us anyways. Which we have plenty of. Alright, one Pokemon is an Elekid. Again, I think that's in the top left. I didn't see who grabbed the item, but... So there's a Sandshrew, an Elekid with an item. Okay, so we know what they all are, so we can move on. Because we have one Elekid with an item and one Sandshrew with an item, so... So we got 2 Pokemon here. One's asleep, so it's probably a Kadabra. It is a Kadabra. Another sleeping Pokemon, probably Kadabra, like I said. It is. Alright. We're about halfway through the dungeon. No Mew encounters yet. But not to be discouraged, we still have, 50 more floors to go through, so... I'm gonna come after this Elekid. He did a lot of damage to us, actually. Alright, floor 50 here. We have a Sandshrew and a sleepy Pokemon over here, which is a Sandshrew. So nothing too crazy. You actually know the stage right already. Alright, 51. We'll change the scenery here. We got Mr. Mime's chilling. We got 2 Pokemon, 1 on each side. One's a Sandshrew, confirmed. The other one is another Sandshrew, so we can move on. No monster houses yet either, which is interesting. We're going to eat this apple. Alright, 52. Got several Pokemon on this floor. One's Mr. Mime, we already knocked it out. They're spreading out, which is annoying. Another Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. And a Sandshrew. Just to make sure this one wasn't one of the original spawns, even though I know it's not. Alright, floor 53. I don't ask for much on these runs. I want at least one Mew encounter. Like, that's all I ask for. Again, I don't think that's asking for too much. I think that's fair. We just get unlucky, I guess. I don't know. 54. We have 2 Mr. Mimes chilling. And Elekid. Alright. I just want to see if there's a monster house up here. Nope. Alright, 55. Could be a monster house up here. Yep. No Mews, unfortunately. But one of those originally spawned Pokemon could be a Mew, potentially. So let's go check it out. Just double Mr. Mime, okay. So our first monster house here. No Mew from it, unfortunately. Floor 56, here we go. A lot of items up top as well. Could be a monster house. 2 Mr. Mimes who have a sleepy Pokemon here. Nope, no monster house here. And a Sandshrew, so 57. Could be a monster house at the top left. Maybe, perhaps. And let's see what that was. It looked like a Sandshrew. That's an Elekid. I just saw something yellow. And then up here is a Elekid. Alright. And not a monster house. Okay. Floor 58, we got 3 originally spawned Pokemon. We have a Mr. Mime with money, which we didn't knock out, so we know there's one of the Mr. Mime rolling around. Probably this one. Yep. And then this other Pokemon is not Elekid. That's not the original spawn Pokemon. This one is, and it's an Elekid. Alright. So again, no Mew on this floor. No monster house. 2 spawn Pokemon here. We got Elekid and Mr. Mime, okay. 60. Pupitar. Mr. Mime. And Mr. Mime. This one we can actually get. Alright, floor 61. We're almost 2/3 of the way through with no Mew encounter. I think we've had, what, one monster house? Was it only one monster house so far? Yeah, only one monster house. Not a good run so far, you know? Not a good run. 62. Pupitar, the Quick Orb. So we already know the other Pokemon is a Pupitar, so we ain't gotta worry about it. So we'll just go ahead and move on to the next floor. Alright, we'll see what this Pokemon is. It is Mr. Mime, of course it is. Alright, 64. We have a Pupitar up here. A Rhyhorn. Another Rhyhorn. And a Pokemon that didn't pick up the item I was hoping it would. I'm not sure which one it was they kind of touched. Pupitar and Rhyhorn. Okay, so nothing that we need. 65, we have a Rhyhorn. An Arbok. And a Pupitar. 66 floors, 2/3 of the way done officially. And 3 Pupitars and an Arbok, okay. No. 67. We have an Arbok. Pupitar. Little Sandstorm for you, and double Pupitar. So nothing that we need here. There we go. 68. Right, double right horn action. Pubitar. And the last Pokemon's down here. And it's a Mawile. It's been a while. Mawile. Alright, 69. Nice. We have Shiftry. One other Pokemon. Pubitar. See them all well. Still only one Monster House, guys, and only no Muse. I only said only one Mew. I wish. No Muse at all. Very bad run, if I do say so. But maybe the heat's gonna be at the tail end of the dungeon. We'll see. Shifter and Rhyhorn. Man. 71. Wow, just nothing, dude. Just look, at least we got one escape orb, so that makes it worth it, right? No. If I get like 3 more escape orbs, I'll be a little bit happier. One other Pokemon up here. And it is a Mawile. Of course it is. $73. Mawile and Arbok, and no Pokemon we want. $74. Shiftry, Mawile. Double Graveler. What's the other Pokemon? Come back, Bobby. I'll be your friend. It's a Mawile. $76. We got a Mawile. 3 items at top could be a Monster House potentially. You know. I want to see what the other 2 Pokemon are though. We have Mawile. And I'm not sure if it's a Pokemon moving or the Pokemon that was asleep. We'll check both, I guess. Graveler. And Mawile, okay. So we'll head up top, see if there's a monster room real quick. It's not. And not even an escape orb. Rip. Alright. 77. Mawile with an aerial ace, so we know not to even worry about it. $78. We step on a confusion or trap there for no reason whatsoever. And yeah. 79. Could be a monster house down there on those 3 items over there. Certainly possibly got a Mawile and what's the Pokemon is? The Mawile, okay. Not a monster room. Pitfall trap. Remember when we had Reggie still fall in that trap? Broke my heart. 80. Got a Mawile on the right. Mew use transform. Okay, Mew is on this floor, guys. This is not a drill. Alright, Mew could be one of these Pokemon here. We're gonna equip that friend bow real fast. Please, for the love of God. They're both Mawiles. Alright, so Mew is up top then. Is it really sleepy? Oh, it was one of those Mawiles Mew. But I didn't say it was Mew when we knocked it out. No, it's not sleepy, it's just... It just died. Finally, guys, finally. Whew. Welcome aboard, Nico. Welcome aboard. Oh my god, guys. We finally did it. Oh, baby. Nico. This is a good day. This is a great day. I thought this run was going terribly. And you know what? It's because it was bringing us down to bring us back up, baby. We got a Mew finally. It's finally happened. Welcome to the team, Nico Knee. We're saving here. We're doing the save on here as well. Whew. Let's take a look at Mew real quick. This lifted my spirits up big time. Oh, yes. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I didn't think we were gonna see a Mew this run because it wasn't looking like it. So this is Mew's friend area. So it's level 40. So one size Pokemon has Synchronize. Very cool Pokemon, guys. I love Mew. Let's cross it off our list. There are still several hard Pokemon to get, but getting Mew is a big deal. So I'm very happy about that. We've only done like how many episodes trying to get Mew? Like probably like 7 or 8. We'll put the green light on it. Whew. Come up here. 260 Pokemon, guys, out of 386. 306 Yeller. I know that doesn't make sense to some people, but 307 Pokemon if you count the Pokemon that we have that we've already recruited that we're going to evolve in the future but haven't evolved yet. So what are we going to do next episode, guys? I don't know. So we got the Mew. That was a big one. We do need to get Execute and Chansey. Both are kind of difficult to get. We're going to pass those up for now like we have been. We need Smoochum for Jinx. I'm assuming we need 2 Smoochums. Where's Smoochum located? Smoochum is in the Joyous Tower, floors 21 through 25, huh? That's going to be another difficult one, huh? Well, if we go to Joyous Tower... If we go to Joyous Tower, what else do we need there? I know we need Chansey. We're not going to go for Chansey, I don't think. That's 50 floors minimum that we have to go to. Do we need Beldums? I don't think we do. I think we have all the Beldums we could want. Yeah, we have plenty of Beldums. Scyther and Scizor we already have. Eevee, we probably need more Eevees. We do. At least 2 more. We need several Eevees, okay. So next episode, guys, we'll probably go after some Eevees, or maybe Smoochum, we'll see. But we're going to the Joyous Tower, which is kind of a stressful dungeon, because again, you get reset to level 1. Your IQ's reset as well. We'll probably be taking Hanyo, because she levels up a lot faster than Maki for some reason within that dungeon. So we'll be doing that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, guys. We got the Mew. I'm so excited. And until next time, guys, I am the Maverick Daniels. Been your feral peace, and one love. Bye!